There's a place in your house where it's cool to chill, get some me time, or even cook a meal. It's your kitchen, mofo, ain't no time to slack. So just grab yourself a penny and let's work that ass. If you're scared of this place, ain't no need to bother. Just lay down your weapons and pick up another.
Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome to my Virgin Kitchen. I'm in an amazing mood tonight, I don't know why, and I hope you are too. You know, it's all good when you feel good, right? I just feel like jumping around my kitchen and nodding my head and smiling and stuff. But anyhow, we're making something incredibly easy. It's kind of like a one-pot meal, but rather than in a pot, it's going to be like in a baking dish like this. Ooh, lots of funky ingredients. In fact, just pause the video now and you'll see them all. We're even using the basil that I've grown. Check that out. We're going to use some of the leaves. I'm really excited. We already used some of the coriander that's now gone and departed, and now we're going to use the basil. We're going to make a creamy chicken pesto with loads of vegetables all scattered around. Oh, I'm out of breath, I'm excited. It doesn't take very long at all. All we got to do is prepare our vegetables first of all. So I'm going to peel the mushrooms and thinly slice those. I'm going to peel these potatoes and cut them into cubes. These cherry tomatoes, don't need to do anything with those. Asparagus spears, I'm just going to wash, cut off the stalks at the bottom. And we just sort of get into this stuffing thing with the chicken. You're going to love it. You're going to love it, mate. So let's get going. And yes, let's get going. Okay, so first of all, we're going to peel and cube the potatoes. Or if you live near me in the southwest of England, in the West Country, you might say tatties, like a farmer. Ooh, are my lover. Let's get these tatties all cubed up. You've seen me do this before, so let's just go. Okay, then they're all cut into cubes, and I also grabbed the asparagus spears, cut off the bums, because the bums were rock hard, so make sure you do that. Give them a wash as well, and also the cherry tomatoes a wash. All we need to do now is grab our mushrooms and get rid of that nasty skin and maybe chop off the bottom like that, that's horrible. And thinly slice it. So yeah, let's do that right there. Super duper. Let's put that all in a bowl. Like so. Wow, look at that, just jumping out. Cha-ching! Let's just put that to one side, and now change the chopping board over and get your chicken out. This is where we're going to slice it up, shove in our pesto and mix it with a bit of mascarpone. You're going to love it, I hope. Okay, so we've got 4 chicken breasts lined up there. What I'm going to do is make an incision with a line along there on each of these to make little pockets, and we're going to stuff it with our pesto and mascarpone mixture. Okay, speaking of which, is right here. There's the pesto and the mascarpone in there. So what I'm going to need to do is grab a spoon like so and stir it all in, okay? So I'm going to do that right now. In fact, let me just put it there and stir. Cha-ching, like so. It's looking a little bit lighter, obviously, because the cream's gone in there. It's going to taste amazing, because mascarpone is an amazing cheese too, but it's also going to help hold it together a little bit. So what I've also done is grab my knife and made my slits in the side, okay, to form these little pockets, you see? Boo! You can hide anything in there, maybe like little bits of treasure. Just put your pesto in there, right? So let's fill our pesto in there. As much as you like, really. It's completely up to you. Let's just go for it right now. Cool, so they're all nice and stuffed, almost looking like sandwiches. We've got loads left over, so maybe you don't need so much on the quantities there. It's completely up to you, but obviously you can just go a bit full on. What I'm going to do now is grab some olive oil and just brush it on top of these chicken bits. Then we're going to dunk them in the breadcrumbs. Pesto mouth. Right, so hopefully you can see they're nice and shiny now. I've put olive oil on there, and I've also put some in the bottom of my dish, which we're going to cook it all in, okay? In fact, the way I did it was I put it all in there, and then got this brush, dipped it in there, and wiped it along like so. Obviously, you don't have to do that, but that's just a little suggestion by me. Anyhow, all we're going to do is pick up the chicken breasts like so, a bit messy, and dump them in our breadcrumbs and start to roll them around, get them nice and coated. Hopefully the oil will help coat them as well. See that? Loving that. And now straight in the dish like so, okay? So do that to your 4 bits of chicken, please. Okay, so our chicken is all coated in the breadcrumbs. I've just given it a little cheeky seasoning of salt and pepper as well. You don't have to do that. It's completely up to you. Just put sugar on if you want. The oven is preheated to gas mark 6, which is about 190 degrees centigrade, I think. I don't know, look it up on Google. Completely up to you. What we've got to do now is get our vegetables in that party. So I'm just going to pour them over and scatter them in there. And just, you know, just make them feel good. Join the party. Woohoo! Amazing, so that's all rammed in there. Another cheeky coating or good helping of olive oil on top. Another quick seasoning of salt and pepper. And I think that baby is ready to go in the oven. Wicked. Right, there we go, all well and truly seasoned. Can you see that on the mushroom? Salt and pepper on there, looking good. You should just have left some of your pine nuts, like so, and your basil, or if you're American, your basil, okay? Just gonna rip some of those off towards the end and chuck it on the top. The pine nuts are really nice and sweet, okay? It looks like rabbit food. Probably tastes like rabbit food, I don't know, I'm not a rabbit, I've never been a rabbit, but it's kind of like a sweet kick. And just a little bit of heat on there for about 2 minutes towards the end is going to really bring out the flavour in that and add another dimension to this recipe. Anyhow, let's get that in the oven and I'll see you in 25 minutes. Goodbye. Right here then guys, that is in the oven. In fact, you can see the tray just there, look at that. Ding, 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 ding. And I've had a quick message on my blog from Ravina Ballara, who watches the videos and she lives in America. Hello. And you watch it with your friend Eric, okay? Eric Cheney. Now, you haven't told me whereabouts in America you're from, you just told me that. And Ravina has asked me, Eric, to ask you to her prom. So there we go. Apparently you watch the videos, you like them, you like it when I say wicked, cool, yeah, alright, and say all like cheeky English things, and you like accents and stuff, so yeah, I'm English, so I pretty much do that anyway. So yeah, she wants to go to the prom with you, your best friends, and she's a senior, so she technically apparently has to ask you anyway, but she thought she would get me to ask you, and it's kind of an emotional thing for me to do that, but anyhow, Eric, please say yes, because Ravina is amazing, you know, I'll probably never meet you in my life, but anyhow, yeah, there you go, that's the message, and another 10 minutes, I'm going to recipe out, so let's get going. Wicked. Okay guys, it's actually nearly been half an hour in total. I wanted to make sure it's all cooked thoroughly through. In fact, the potatoes were a teeny bit too hard, so give them a little bit more cooking time. So now I'm going to get out on there. Looking good. Check that out, can you hear it? Sizzling away. All the flavours, all the colours. Wow. Right, let's get our pine nuts, like so, and just sprinkle them on top. This won't take very long at all. And now, put that back in the oven, just to roast those lightly. I'm going to top it with basil right at the end. Okay, so give me another 2 minutes. Lush. Right here then, it's been 2 minutes. The pine nuts are nice and toasted. What I'm going to do now is get it onto a little plate and eat it and tell you what it's like. So you might actually have a go at it. Let's go. Right here then guys, here we go. A nice medley on the plate there. Look, you can even see where the pesto is still sandwiched in there. That chicken is cooked right through. It smells amazing. Nice forkful. Oh, by the way, in your tray you might have a little bit of where the olive oil and the juice from the chicken has come out. Maybe pour a little bit of that on towards the end to help lubricate it. Let's see what it tastes like. Ooh. Mmm. Wow. Holy pesto, that is darn good. Check that out guys, one more time. Took about half an hour to cook, about 15 minutes to prepare, so 45 minutes in total to make that. Absolutely easy peasy peasy. Anyone can make this. So if I can, have a go for yourself. Let me know how you get on, and I'll see you again next time. Love ya.
High five.